Hey there, everybody. It's me, Mike, aka BB Gossip, coming to you live. Well, it's recorded from New York City. We are just under 5 hours out from the premiere of Big Brother 26. And those of you that know anything will know, I am going to be at the premiere party in New York watching it. The premiere party kicks off in just under 3 hours. And I'm looking forward to getting to meet a lot of folks there. Navigating New York traffic and people hailing cabs in the middle of intersections and all that good stuff. I'm walking down, for what it's worth, what am I walking down? I'm walking down 36th Street in New York, just killing some time until I get ready to go to the party. Anyways, the show starts tonight, right? What do we know? What do I know since the last time I talked to you guys on last night, where I kind of ran a very quick flash through the cast people? I don't know a whole lot more. What I do know is that Julie revealed a video of her AI version inside the house. I thought it was in one part of the house. I thought a video was flipped around, but in the end, it's just as you walk in to the left of the in the living room. Did I talk about this yesterday? I may have. That's how blurred things are. But that may be the 17th house guest, or it may be something else completely. We'll have to see how it plays out. I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to know about tonight as well either, by the way, since in theory they're only going to show the first half of the house guests moving into the house, right? It could just be a limited number of house guests that they show. They may not show everything. I'm going to be sitting in a bar, restaurant, watching this all go on. How close is my attention going to be to the show? I'm not sure. I may have to watch it again later when I get home, whatever time I get home tonight, but it should be okay. It should be good. It is what it is. Until the feeds go live, we're not going to learn a whole lot, but tune in, check it out. In other news, we did get confirmation via Dingo at Hamster Watch that the feeds will be available for standard subscription, Paramount subscription. So we were really confused that they were going to say you could only watch the feeds if you had a premium subscription, but that's not the case. You can watch the feeds if you have the regular essential subscription, which is what I have. You don't have to pay the premium Showtime ad-free version. So that was good news. What else to tell you guys? The feeds themselves, flashback, right? We don't sure if you're going to be able to flashback. I mean, CBS says you aren't going to be able to flashback. However, Liquidated is working on it. He's trying to figure it out. And I'll tell you what, truthfully, I if anybody can do it, he can figure it out. But I would almost bet that CBS will be actively working to try to prevent people from being able to do the flashback. So even if he figures something out, they may break it. So I was like, don't talk about it too much. Don't let CBS know you're working on it, because they may turn around and try to break it so you can't do it. It sounds like they have some mechanism in to give you error messages or time you out or everything. And so it's very possible that it may not work in the end, but hopefully it will. If not, there are going to be legions of people out there recording feeds all the time, sharing them, uploading them to various sources. You know, it's not going to be what it was possibly, but there will still be ways for people to figure out what's going on, right? So anyways, that's what's up. I don't have any more news about house guests. I don't have any real thoughts about house guests. Last night, I got very fortunate, and of course, I'm going to a party, and Azah from Big Brother 23 is the host, along with Joe, who's been the host going way back to with Adam. He started out doing it with Adam, Bacon Adam, and then Azah is now doing it. And so I've known Joe since he was doing it with Adam, and he'd always said if I came out that I could go to should check out the party and everything. And so this year I finally took him up on it, and I was very fortunate last night that he just invited me to go out to dinner. And so my wife and I actually went out to dinner with Azah and Joe last night, and we had a great time. It was so cool. Azah, awesome. I shared a picture on my Twitter timeline with her. She was great. It was just a normal conversation. My wife, as much as she doesn't like Big Brother, she said, wow, she was really nice. And Joe was nice too, by the way. Joe is a great guy too. So it was very cool. I may go into that more in a future podcast. I also, by the way, used to, and I still have all the episodes, I used to have Mike's Non-Big Brother podcast, and I took it down not for any reason other than I was going to have to pay $200 a year in order to have more than one podcast on the provider I have. So I just pulled down those episodes, and I'm planning to post them back somehow, so they'll be back later. So even if I don't talk about my my dinner last night with Azza and Joe, I may do it on that channel once I fire it back up eventually. So anyways, that's what's up with me. I hope you guys are all doing well. I realize I'm talking kind of just randomly and just rapid fire. This is me. Normally, I do this while I'm driving to work. Some of you may be new to my podcast. Welcome. There's been a couple people that have promoted it and said you should check out Mike's podcast. Well, this is me. This is my podcast. This is what I do. Talk about what's going on in the show most of the time. I talk about what's going on in the feeds most of the time. But right now, we're just waiting for it all to start, right? So I hope you signed up for the feeds if you're going to try them out. If not, you can always do it through Pluto TV. Pluto TV will have about a 2-minute delay based on last year, and they will throw at least one, if not a couple of commercials at you randomly, the key word, during the feeds. So you have to be prepared to kind of lose a moment of the feeds. And without the ability to rewind, which was never an ability in Pluto, you may miss something important. But hopefully, again, with Liquidated's help, we will have a way to rewind or do something with the next iteration with whatever he's coming up with. He was talking about a Grease Monkey script, which is a browser thing. That'd be great if he figures it out, and if he can keep CBS from blocking him. That would be the key thing. So we'll have to see what happens. All right, with that, I don't know what else to tell you guys about Big Brother. I'm going to see lots and lots of people about it. I'm very hopeful. And as I'm here in New York until Saturday, I'm also hoping to meet up with a few other people, at least lots of people tonight, maybe at least one other person, a friend that I know from Sequester, maybe tomorrow. So we'll have to see. But if you happen to be coming to tonight's show and you're not nobody listening to this is a Big Brother person or a celebrity, but if you happen to be just a regular average fan and you are going to tonight's show, by all means, find me, say hi to me. I would love to meet some of you guys that I've interacted with, or even if you haven't ever interacted with me, if you just read my stuff or listened to my stuff, just say hi to me, please, because it's always cool. So to hear that kind of stuff. So that's it. I'm done talking now. I've now wandered. Actually, I'm kind of walking towards where the venue is, but I'm going to turn around and head back to my hotel and then start to clean up so that I don't look completely all sweaty after having walked around New York today. So there you go. I'm done talking now. Shout out to John, again, my friend, who probably is laughing that I said I was going to be short, which I just did, and now he's looking and saying, how much more is Mike going to talk? Well, this is how it works. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.